Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Birt-Patel Travels.
Hi, I'm Kirsty.
Obviously I'm Gareth.
Nikhil's, where is he?
He's out somewhere. Yeah, he's out.
So we just wanted to sort of jump on and do a little bit of a pre-travel, how we planned our trip. So we just wanted to give you some tips that we found along the way. So we're going to Florida, Orlando, Florida. We originally booked 7
nights.
7 nights, but then because we were going to do a short holiday, weren't we? But then we wanted to bring it back up to 2 weeks, but there wasn't any availability with the hotel, so we actually got 10 nights, haven't we?
Yeah, we've managed to get a 10-night holiday, so we upped it from 7 to 10.
So we booked, obviously, Florida, 10 nights, and we're staying at Pop Century on Disney. So this is ultimately a Disney-only holiday that we've got planned, but we'll go through some tickets and prices and things with you. We've booked it with TUI, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we also upgraded our seats. So when you first get on the plane, it's not premium, it's that first row.
The very first row. So it's rather... rows 10 or rows 12 depending on the plane.
Which plane it is, so ours is going to be...
The very front row seats where the emergency exit will be.
Yeah. One little bit of a tip about the hotel, you tried, because we booked a package holiday with TUI, you tried to ring Disney to talk about a preferred...
Well, I rung TUI and they said, oh, because it's too close, you'll have to ring the hotel to do any amendments as such. Not amendments to my holiday, but like about the room and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I rung Disney and they said, no, because you booked a package holiday, we can't even touch it till you get here. So just bear that in mind when doing, do you know what I mean, when you're trying to upgrade, make sure you just pick the right stuff, what you want at the beginning. Because I didn't do that.
We didn't know we was doing a quick trip, so we weren't bothered. But then obviously when we changed it to 10 days and then we wanted to upgrade to a preferred room or have a look at our preferences, we couldn't do it, could we?
Couldn't do anything. We're literally in limbo now, so I can't do anything with TUI because it's too close to the holiday. Yeah. But this is not just now. I tried to do it last week or about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Because we go on Friday the 13th, which today's the 9th, is it? Or
Sunday the 9th.
No, Sunday, it's at 8 today.
It's Sunday the 8th, yeah.
Yeah, so we go on Friday the 13th. And I tried to do this about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I still had no joy. So Disney, not washed their hands, but they just basically said, we can't touch it because you've got a package holiday with someone in the UK. Any amendments to the room and stuff like that need to be done with them.
And all we wanted to do was sort of give our preference of which building.
Yeah, I wanted to try and upgrade to preferred, and if I couldn't, just wanted to ask if I could be in certain block and stuff like that. But that's a different story now, obviously. It's done, we're going.
But it's just something to bear in mind. If you're doing a package, Disney can't have any involvement with your booking until you actually arrive. And then obviously we're under Disney then. So so like I said, we've got 10 nights, so it's 11 days. We're booking with TUI, we're going extra leg room, and we're staying at Pop Century, so we've got the Skyliner, so gives us that access. And the total cost of that holiday was $4,089, wasn't it? That's obviously the full package. Yeah. So the next thing we wanted to talk about was obviously the airport parking, because that was the next thing that we got arranged. So airport parking, we booked with APH, haven't we?
Yeah, which is through your bank, that, isn't it?
Yeah. So with my bank, you can get some discounts, and with Barclays, you can get some discounts. So we booked APH. It's where you park up at the, I don't know where it is, their site, and then you get on a bus and goes to the airport. That total cost of that was £96 for 12 days. But then with that, you do, when you collect your cases, when you come back, you do have to get on the bus and then come back, don't you?
Yeah, we've done it where we've parked at the airport.
We've done jet parks before, and we've done this one
before. It's simple enough. It's not hard.
No, so we did want to do park at the airport, but that wasn't available because we're obviously booking this last minute. So this was the one that was available and the cheapest, so we picked that one. So £96 for our parking. So I think a top tip, if obviously you've got your dates and things, book it in advance, you get better deals.
Yeah, because I've just tried to look to see if there's anything available direct, and There's meet and greet available, but it will coming in at about £185, so it's not a bad price really, 96.
Yeah. The next thing that we've booked as well was, we're not booked, what we were planning for is airport food. So usually, again with my bank, I get free access 6 times a year. You get free access into the lounge, so Escape Lounge or Aspire Lounge in Manchester Terminal 2. So we originally booked that, and we've used it before, and it's been worth it, I'd say, because obviously it's free.
It is. We don't drink, well, I don't drink alcohol at all. Kirsty, very little, because when we get to Florida, we generally get a car, which we'll go into later, but the lounge is still good just for the food and the experience, and it's good to charge your phone if you want, soft drinks, and just if you get a window seat and you can look at the planes and stuff like that, it passes a bit of time.
Yeah.
And it's all under that one price, you don't pay any extra once you're in there, that's it.
And because we get it for free with the bank, it's very much worth it.
We say free, it's called Travel Pack, and we have Travel Pack Plus because obviously there's 3 of us travelling. It covers us for the lounge, it covers us for any trips we do in the year.
So like insurance, isn't it?
Insurance,
But we've seen on loads of vlogs, haven't we? We really want to try San Carlo.
Yeah.
So we both were speaking about it. We ended up cancelling that, and we booked San Carlo. No, we're not booked it.
We planned to just go because you can't book it at the airport.
No, we tried to, didn't we? But
we thought we could, but we're just going to go, and I'm sure we'll get a seat. We have to wait.
Yeah, and we just thought we'll give that a try, and then we can see
if it's worth it. Because people have said it's a little bit expensive, but the food's really nice, and we'll obviously. There's no better judge of character than yourself, to be honest. So.
Yeah, so we'll just give it a try and see if it's worth it.
Yeah.
The next thing that we wanted to talk about a little bit is the visas and ESTAs.
Yeah.
So firstly, before you book your Disney trip, if you're really keen to go, then do your ESTAs, because we had a bit of an issue with our first ever trip. So Gareth needs to do a visa, and he knew that before we were booking.
I thought this, but then I spoke to TUI before booking. And
this is a couple of years ago.
Yeah, this was a long time ago, this was our first trip. And they said, no, book, and then you sort your visa out and everything like that.
It'll be a quick process.
And then we had to cancel the holiday, or move the holiday and all that, and it was just a big palaver because we got our money back from TUI because it was their mistake. They told us to book it. But the long of the story basically is just make sure you get your visa or
get you approved for your ESTAs. Yeah. If not, do the process of getting your visa.
Because I've just done it again this time, and it's literally, how long did it take? 13 months. 13 or 14 months. That's from applying to actually getting my passport back with my visa in it.
Yeah, so he did the application in January of last year, 23. Did the application, and this, bearing in mind, is a renewal, so we thought it'd be a bit more straightforward. They didn't have an appointment until July, so then we went to London, did the appointment, knowing that we'd get rejected, and then it took until February of this year, 2024, to then get notified that it's been approved, and we were panicking a little bit because it was taking so long.
We was like...
you rung it, you can't just ring directly, it was a lot of back and forth, but we managed to...
It was mainly a lot of emails and stuff.
And they just said there's a backlog because of COVID. There's still a backlog now that they're working through, so it does take time.
But on the plus side, I did get... My first one was 5 years, this one's 10 years, so it's an improvement. And it was worth the wait, really, and obviously I'm going back. And we've got another planned trip next year, haven't we? So
May 25,
so
we'll hopefully get some good use out of it. Then for your ESTAs, which me and Nicola have done, they were $21 each.
Yeah, $21 each roughly, but that's gone up quite a lot really, because when we first started doing them, there was, this was when we first went, there was about $14, $11 or something like that. It was really cheap.
We're $14 at £11.
Yeah, it was $14, £11, but it's gone up to 21, and they last for 2 years.
Yeah, but if you do lose your passport or renew your passport, you then need a new ESTA.
Yeah.
So when Gareth's passport runs out, because he's still got the mahogany one, haven't you, the UK one, that actually runs out in 2 years, he will need to keep that because his visa's in it.
Yeah, because my visa's in it. I can't send it off and get a new visa put in. I basically have to take 2 passports to the airport,
So
my new one, and then obviously the one with the visa in to show.
Because that's still valid. Obviously, really. If he loses that one, he'd have to do the process again of applying for a new visa. Yeah. Apparently, we've not ever
done this, and hopefully I don't need to.
Yeah. So obviously, that's a little bit of tips and information about the Esters and the visa process, isn't it?
Yeah. And then the last thing I think we've done in the airport is fast track on the security. We've never done it before. We've never needed to do it. I've never really come across a problem where I've thought, should have paid for that.
No, I don't.
But we just thought we'd try it. It was £5.50 each, so £16.50. Yeah, £16.50 for us all. It's not too much really, and we'll give it a try because people have been saying recently there's been some delays and stuff at the security. So we'll see. We'll see if it works for us.
So the next thing we wanted to talk a little bit about is car rental.
Yeah.
We originally booked this holiday, like we said, 7 days, and we were gonna just do Disney and
use their transport.
Yeah. So the free transport from the airport to the hotel with TUI, which is a coach. We were going to use that. But anyway, after some humming and ahhing, and then we've extended the holiday.
Yeah, we extended it, and that was where I think that's when we realised we were going to get a car.
Yeah, we've always had a car, and it just felt a little bit. I don't know. We just
felt a bit weird not getting it and not having that freedom. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just want that freedom. If you want to go to the Cheesecake Factory or wherever, you've just got that freedom to just drive there. And the parking was free. That's a major thing for us.
At the hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So at the, as part of our package, we get free hotel parking, and we also get free Disney parking, as in parks. So obviously for us it was all right. We could get the car.
Because that works out at roughly $30 a day for your parking on
for the parks. Yeah. I weren't sure what it is at the hotel.
I don't know. I'm not too sure what it would have been.
If anyone knows, they can let us know, or we can always ask when we get there to let you guys know as well.
But we are going to do something with the car which we've never done before. We're going to obviously use it as a normal, but we're going to obviously try and integrate it like we didn't have a car. So we're going to get prices from Lyft and Uber and see how much we fill up, and then we're going to actually see if it was worth getting a car, because we paid £360.
So just going back to who we paid with, you booked it. It was it's
with Alamo.
Yeah.
But we used something very similar to what we have as a blue light card. But in America it's called Health Services. You can sign up as long as you work for the NHS or any fire, police, fire,
teachers. It's sort of a public sector.
Yeah, public sector, and we got about £40 off. That's roughly what I was looking at, is about £40 off each booking. So
for it should have been 11 days. With the car hire, it comes as 11 days. It was £360
with the discount. That's
with the discount. So that's that health service. What's the website called?
Health service. Health
Services, and then you go through to Alamo from there, and that was £360. So it's about $450.
Yeah.
One good thing about booking with this website is because we were trying to pay up front.
Yeah, I wanted to pay because that's where we always do. We just anything we book, we try and pay it.
Get it done.
We don't want to go over thinking, oh God, we owe that money yet.
Yeah.
We just want to pay it and
get it done before you go.
But the plus side,
which worked out well, they wouldn't accept a payment until you get there and then you pay for your car. But then the good thing about it is that you've got this booking. We keep checking all the time to see if the car comes cheaper. Yeah. If you did then see your car cheaper, you could then
cancel this, because it was free cancellation up until I think 48 hours before the day.
So then you could cancel this booking and then book your cheaper one, knowing that you're not having to wait for your money to come back. You're just going to pay it when you get there. So that's why it would.
Yeah, it would have been. It's a better thing. It's just we don't normally work like that, but we haven't actually found it cheaper in all honesty. And
also, we've booked this at what would you say? We're in early September now. We said it's the 8th.
Yeah, 8th.
I keep forgetting the date. 8th of September. We booked it end of July, beginning of August, didn't we? Beginning of August. So we booked it then. We got this, and because we've been checking all the time, and the intermediate SUV, because that's the car, that we booked, intermediate SUV, that's not available.
It's not available now. It's literally just gone, and then the next SUV starts at about $450 now. Yeah. So in a sense, we probably got the best price.
Got a good deal.
obviously I don't really want to go into too much of the next holiday, but I've been looking at next holiday, which is in May next year, just for a car very similar to what we've got, and it's trying to charge us for 2 weeks, trying to charge us like £1,200. So I think booking it
too far advance.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, the price. So just be very cautious about that. Don't be put off with the price you see now. Just hold out a bit, and then maybe about a month or so, 2 months before, try and book it then if you can.
It is. It's a lot of watching, but you do get.
In all fairness, we booked with TUI, and I've been looking on the car rental thing, which is Alamo, and the price it's dearer than what we've paid. And I can get, even though I'm still going from the same airport and everything like that, I can get an intermediate SUV, which is a little bit strange. I'm not.
Yeah, it's not available with Alamo, but it's available with TUI.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure.
But how much is it with TUI at the minute?
About 410.
Okay, so not too bad.
No, but that needs to be paid up front. So once you've booked it, and that's the end of it. So.
But then you can't cancel if you get a better deal.
No.
So if it obviously the price seems to be about right, doesn't it? Then roughly, obviously. Yeah. Stop it. I'll leave it in. Right. So the next thing we wanted to, obviously part of the planning process is obviously the tickets, innit?
Yeah, and this is a little bit that catches a lot of people out because, like I said, I know we didn't get the best deal on the hotel.
No.
But people think, oh, £4,000's not too bad for staying at Disney and all that. But then this is where the price bumps up when you start buying your tickets because we've paid, like, we're going to tell you now, we've got 3 Disney tickets with Memory Maker for 14 nights. Is cost us £1,536, which after this we did find that we could get it about £100 cheaper by going to a website that we've only just heard of through Hamilton's. Yeah. So next
Gareth
time,
thought that Perry was saying it wrong.
Yeah, I thought I was saying it wrong because we use
Sorry,
attraction.
Perry.
Yeah, we use attraction tickets, and they used attraction ticket shop. So I thought it was
Attraction Ticket Shop is the website.
Yeah.
And you kept thinking, what's he saying?
Yeah, why is he saying that? It's not a shop. But then obviously I've looked into it and there is Attraction Ticket Shop. And you pay in dollars and stuff like that, so it's obviously an American company.
But it's legit.
It's legit, and
the Hamiltons have used it on their last trip and they've had
we'll
issues.
use it. Obviously, if it's cheap, we'll look at it. And I've looked at it now, and we're coming in at literally £100 cheaper, which, like you said, it's a meal out.
It's a meal out, so that could pay for your family meal out, or a smaller family like us, it could pay for 2 or whatever. But even on site on Disney, that's like 1 meal out.
Yeah.
So it is obviously you're going to go for the best deal.
Of course you are. Everything's about money, and you're going to try and save it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So definitely. So like I said, we booked with Attraction Tickets.
We've booked with 2 different places, haven't we?
We've got some more tickets which we'll go through, but I just wanted to mention that if Attraction Tickets say that they will price match.
Yes, this is very interesting because I rung and said, I found these tickets cheaper. And they went, right, we can match. I told them who we're with, and then they went, no, we can't match them.
So they don't price match Florida Tix.
Because apparently Florida Tix, which we booked with something else, which we'll go into, are not at all protected, but your tickets are your tickets. Once they're booked and paid for, you get your reference and then you match them to your booking anyway. So I was a bit, but they don't price match.
Yeah,
to them. So
but also with Florida Tix, because I'm on Facebook on the Orlando time. They do offer discount codes, so it's worthwhile if you are part of that group, Orlando Time member. Ask them for Florida Tix if there's any discount codes, and then they'll let you know, and you can get some good discounts.
You can, and we've got one.
So that's the Disney. We did a 14-day ticket, and it was $1,536. And like I said, if we did book with Florida. Attraction Ticket Shop.
It would have been literally £100 cheaper.
So the next ticket we bought was Mickey's
Not So Scary
Halloween party, which we were excited.
We've done it before and we loved it, and it is what it is. It's cheesy. You get lots of toffees and
sweet.
The rides are a lot quieter. If you can afford it, it's worth it.
The experience, the atmosphere, it's worthwhile. We think personally, I know it's not for everybody. It's only from. Is it 6 or 7 o'clock you can go in?
I think it's 6 o'clock you can go in. If you've got an actual park ticket, you can stay there all day and then just integrate into that, can't you?
And it finishes at 12, so obviously it's like an extended hours. Obviously they do some speciality food, speciality merchandise if you're into that.
Yeah. And the shows are different at night.
Shows, fireworks.
They've got fireworks, but it's not the ones you watch every night. It's like a bit more Halloween-y, and the Sanderson sisters. That's when we went.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
Honestly, I would pay this money just to watch them again. I thought they were real. Honestly, they were just amazing. We really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We want to really watch the Headless Horseman. We missed it last time.
Yeah, we missed it last time.
Because we were on the rides.
We were too busy doing the rides because the park were quiet and we couldn't believe it, but we didn't know what to expect. But this time, we're going to do more shows, aren't we?
More shows, like the stuff that is part of obviously the ticket.
We did watch a lot of it, just some
that,
stuff.
Parade we missed, and some of the character meets, but we were fine with that.
Yeah.
But the price for 3 Halloween Mickey Not So Scary Halloween Party tickets were £309, and that was Florida tips.
Yeah,
we did get a discount.
Yeah, we did get a discount. Obviously, it will have expired now anyway, so there's no point in saying, what I got.
But I went online and we did it that way. We went on the Facebook group and managed to get the discount. Yeah, it was through. They were offering, and it was good.
Yeah.
The other ticket
is.
So I wanted, so we mentioned that we were doing just Disney, and then I kept saying it was Nick Hill wanted to do some Universal. So then you booked Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's booked it. He's an absolute scare bag. Like
I can't. I want to do it, but I'm dreading it.
It's more the jumpy side, isn't it? You're not like when we're watching films. He's all right, and then he'll you do jump.
Yeah.
So we've rewatched Insidious because that's one of the houses. So if you've never done Halloween Horror Nights, we've not done it.
No, we've not done it.
You get 10 houses, and you go into each house. You may not get them all in that night. You can do multiple tickets, multiple nights. So you can get 10 houses, and you go into them, and they're all different themed. So we got one that's Insidious this time.
Yeah, there's like you said, there's 10. The newer ones are
Insidious,
Frozen Empire.
Yeah, Frozen from what's it called?
Frozen Empire.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
So there's them. I think there's A Quiet Place as well. So we've rewatched them recently just to give us an idea, and then he's got even more scared. But then there's scare zones that you walk through. He keeps saying to himself, they can't touch you. They can't touch you, and he's hoping that will stop him getting scared. And then you can go on the rides. Yeah. Only not in Island of Adventure, just Universal. You can do the rides there that are on, and that's until 2 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if we'll stay. I don't know. Like I said, we've never done it, so we'll see how the night goes.
And the houses that we've mentioned now, they may not be there next time.
No, because they do change.
They do rotate. Because they've done Stranger Things in the past. They've done Chucky, haven't they? Yeah. But when we went previously, Nikhil, we felt it was too young.
It's too young, because they do advise that you've got to be 13. I do know some children have gone in younger than 13.
Yeah.
But that is down to...
Your friends' children have gone and they were fine.
Yeah, they were fine, but I think it's down to the parents and knowing your child.
The child personality, yeah. Where Nikhil, he feels like he's going to be fine. He's 14 in a couple of months. So
yeah, he's 14 in December. So
we think he'll be fine. So the tickets for Halloween Horror Nights, which we booked through attraction tickets, weren't it? Yeah, it was attraction tickets. It was £204 for 3 of us to do that. So you pick the day of which we're going to go. So we've got all that already planned. So that really is the summary of our tickets, what we've got.
Yeah.
So the next thing we wanted to mention, the Lightning Lanes, it used to be called Genie Plus. It used to be called Fast Track.
It used to be called Fast
Probably called something else before that.
Yeah, we called Fast Pass, which we've used.
And then Genie Plus.
Which we've used intermittently, didn't we? We didn't use it properly. Well, no, we did once, didn't we?
No, we have had it for days, but we didn't do it for the whole length of your holiday. We were there for 3 weeks last time. Yeah. So this time we know it's obviously changed to Lightning Lane multi-pass.
Or Lightning Lane single pass.
So the single pass is a certain ride where you pay for that individual ride, like one ride. And
it expires. You use it for that one ride, and then that's it. It's gone.
And there's certain rides that will not be coming. They won't go into like the multi pass, will they?
No.
So
Tron being
Tron till tomorrow.
Yeah, Tron's
I keep looking at this watch for the day.
Guardians of the Galaxy is still not on there, so you've got to do that separately. We're going to only buy one pass for that.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, that's a virtual queue, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. It's a virtual.
Sorry,
queue.
yeah.
So, you can. I think can you buy that one?
Not yet. Unless they change it in the next few days, we'll let you know if they do. But I think that was still a virtual queue. Tiana's has changed over. That was a virtual.
So there's only that then, isn't there?
So Tron, Flight of Passage, Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
So them are the ones that. Well, obviously it's a little bit different because Seven Dwarfs you can go and queue in it.
Yeah, you can go and queue.
Or you can buy a fast.
Yeah, but it doesn't come on the multi-pass.
So we've decided to go for the multipass. So the caveat with the multipass is that if you stay on site, you can book 7 days before your holiday start, your first day of your holiday when you've activated your tickets. When you get onto the hotel. If you're off site, it's 3 days before. And then what you do is you can go on and then you can book them. So the issue that was coming about was that you could only do it if you was in the US. We're obviously the UK, so we technically can't book even though we're staying on site, we wouldn't be able to get the benefit of booking them 7 days in advance.
No, we'd have to wait till we was
actually there.
Till we landed. When we landed, we could have done it.
We could have done it then. So there is a bit of a loophole. If you go, you don't have to you can turn your location off. Don't turn it off your full phone. Just go into that app, the Disney World app, turn off the location on there.
Yeah.
And then you can book them, and we've got a video which will.
Yeah, we've got a full video on there.
A full video of how we did it. We should have
step by step, really.
Yeah. So we're what date is it today?
The 6th, so we can do our lightning lanes, I think, today.
It's the 6th of September. We fly on the 13th of September. And our first part day is the Saturday, which will be the 14th. Yeah. So we've just logged in. How have you logged in? Because
I've just logged in through the app. Do you know
even though we're in this country?
I just turned location services off only on
Can you
Disney.
show?
Yeah.
How to do it. So we'll just show you. So what you can do is if you go to your settings, and then if you go to location. Sorry, it blurred out then.
And then just scroll down and see all my apps here. Disney World.
Yeah, Disney World.
Change it to never.
So you go to your settings, then type in location, go to Disney World, turn your location off, so never.
Yeah.
And then obviously you can go back to the app.
Back to the app. And
so now they don't know where.
It doesn't know where I am now. So it thinks I'm in the. It doesn't know where I am.
Well, it doesn't know where he is. So we're still at home. We obviously don't fly. We're in the UK. We don't fly until next Friday. But then if you go here now.
And then this is how it comes up. This is my booking. So when I go into my Disney World.
Yeah.
Walt Disney World, this is what it comes up with. And then you click on that. And then. You know it's worked straight away because it wouldn't give you this information. It'd say you're not in the USA.
You see, it's blurred out here because we're obviously can't go. And then.
So we land then, so we don't want to book anything then.
No.
We're going to Animal Kingdom here, so.
Yeah, our first day we've planned to do Animal Kingdom. We always do that.
And it tells you how much it is. So it's $16 for one lightning lane for Flight of Passage, or for multi-pass, but you can't go on that with your multi-pass.
So if you remember, there's a tier system. So Avatar Flight of Passage is not one of the ones that you can get in your multi-pass.
But here, there isn't really a tier system as such. All the other parks are tier systems. This one isn't at all. But other than that, it's not on.
We can go through that again when we're there properly.
So if I click that now, because I wouldn't do that. If we're gonna buy this pass, I'd literally rope drop that.
Yeah.
And lightning lane the rest for $1 extra.
Or the other option as well is if you don't rope drop Flight of Passage, a top tip which we got told when we first went to Disney is when the park's closing, if you 2 minutes before the park closes go and get in the line of whichever ride, even if it takes an hour or an hour and a half, you can still ride that ride even though the park's shut. So as long as you're in that queue before park closing, so we can either go first thing in the morning at rope drop because we are staying on site, or we can go last thing at night and get that one.
So I'll tell you what is interesting.
So that can save you $16 each if you did that tip. But we'll try it, we'll see. But then obviously you can then pick the lightning lane.
This is quite good, this, because you don't actually purchase this until the very end. So it lets you do this bit, move on to the next stage, pick your 3 rides, because you can pick 3 rides at once.
Yeah.
And then I think you pay. And it tells you your time. So I've picked that now, so I'm going to do that. Continue. And then obviously there's 3 of us going, which I'll select all. So now that's obviously me, Kirsty and Nikhil. It's $51. And then this is where it lets me pick now. So I can pick now my rides. And then
So when you pick your first 3 rides...
it puts them in the right times for me, like the best times, so that none of them are overlapping as such. So for me, I do Everest. I'd do Nevis River Journey.
Yep.
I wouldn't do that. It can get busy. And should we do that one?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do safaris. We like the safari.
Right, so now look, it's giving me these times of 8:50 to 9:50, 9:50 to 10:50, and 11:45 to 12:45. Now this is a bit where you would pay if I continue.
Right, so let's go back to the part. So when you go, so at 8:50, we're going to say, for example, we'll road drop Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
We've done that. 8:50, we head over for the safaris.
Yeah.
Once we activate that one, do more options.
Yeah, I think once you've activated, when you've done your first one, another one will open.
And then you can start.
But then
not stacking like you used to, but
you could stack, but then there's not many rides here.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, so that's how you do your lightning lane from.
See what happens.
Oh.
He'll probably just take it straight away back now. I know we're only showing you.
So with sorry to say about tax. So it was $51.
Yeah.
And then with tax, it's $54.33.
Yeah.
So there you can do it that way, and then but yeah, we'll obviously, it was just a top tip that we've learned how to book your lightning lanes a week before, because we are staying on site. So you could do this if you're off site 3 days before, if you just turn your location off and then they don't know you're not in the US.
I'll tell you what is interesting though, to see if I can do further days, because obviously 6 days from now would be the 14th roughly.
Yeah.
So then can I do the rest of my holiday?
Have a look.
That'd be interesting. So if I can't...
Click on top, yeah.
Go back. Right, so go back and go back. So now we're back to the beginning page.
Yep.
So let's see, just say for instance,
We're
there for 10 days, I want to do the 22nd. So it doesn't mean, just say for instance, Magic Kingdom, and it's telling me how much it is, but this doesn't mean you're definitely going to book it.
So you've got Seven Dwarfs, which is $11. That'll be one of the ones that are not in the multi-pass.
But this one is interesting because...
I'm sure they changed it.
Yeah, on the 9th it come up on here.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just click that one. So this is quite expensive, really, if you're a bigger family.
$25 each.
Yeah, so it is letting me do it because...
So it's letting us do it for the full trip.
Full trip, which is interesting. So
yeah,
from 6 days before, if you're staying on site, you can do the full trip. I think if you're off site, it's 3 days before.
Right, that you can start and then plan your full trip.
Yeah, your full holiday. I think for 2 weeks, if you're there for longer, I think it's a bit different. But that now, look, it's coming in at 75, and then there would be tax. Do you know what I mean? So
let's see what the tax is.
Well, it won't tell me, but these are your... This is different. This is your tier system now.
Yeah.
So obviously you've got to pick one ride from here.
Sorry, let me just... Yeah.
You've got to pick one ride from there, and then you've got to pick... so you could pick one ride from there and 2 from here. That's your 3 rides. Or you could just pick all 3 from there.
Yeah. When you've used that one from there, can you then redo a top tier one?
And obviously with this pass as well, you can multi-park hop. So basically I could go here, you
pay $25 each.
Obviously there's a bit of a system where I could go to Disney... Animal Kingdom, buy the cheaper pass and then come here and try and use my lightning lane, which you can do.
Yeah.
But obviously, bearing in mind, there's a lot of rides going to be missing then.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is booking them.
But so that's like a bit of a trick. If you use a cheaper one,
but you have to go.
But then you have to go to that part. You have to activate it.
Yeah.
Then you can park hop and then you can use
modify and then change them to this part.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can 100% do that. But this is so you don't have to pick from there. Yeah, but you have to. Rather pick 3 from there, 1 from there, or 2 from there. Do you know what I mean? You can't pick 3 from that. So you can only pick 1 and then 2, even though it says 3.
Yeah.
That's it. Picking 3 from there wouldn't be picking any from there.
No.
So
we just wanted to...
and then the tax on that. Oh, let me just pick...
Just pick 3 off the bottom.
So, Big Thunder Mountain. Oh no.
So Tiana's...
Oh no. So it is on there, is it? Yeah,
Tiana's on there now.
That's interesting.
Oh, look, it says new next to it.
So let's put that
So that was only...
And then let's put... No, I'm not doing Small World. I'm not even paying for it and I can't click it.
Sorry. Gareth always said that we'll only do Small World again if it's
less... Speedway? I thought that was... Oh, no, Speedway's open, isn't it?
Yeah, you're on about Blackpool.
No, I'm on about Test Track. I was on about. So now that's... And it's giving me times there. So 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to... That's good times.
Yeah, that is really good. So go to continue.
Oh, we've got that. It's telling me I've already got that on that day. That's good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because we're booked in for at Epcot, so it's reminding us that we should be at another park.
It's coming up now, so it's gone up by $4.89 for the tax.
With the tax. So don't forget they always add on tax afterwards. But that would be your lightning lanes for the day.
Yeah.
The other trick is if you picked a cheaper park
for lightning lanes. Even if you went, no, you could literally move from there. Like, obviously, I've just got my 3 lightning lanes. You could think to yourself, right, well, at dinner time, I'm moving over to...
Epcot, because we've got that reservation.
Yeah. And then you could use them there then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But yeah,
you have to use that first one in
the one you bought
it for.
Yeah, so we just thought we'd show you how you can book them, one early, as in like 7 days before, and from the UK. And just show you a little bit of how to use the app. But obviously we'll go through more if and when we do it, because we're not sure which ones we're picking yet.
I don't know. I'm thinking with these times I might do something now. Have a look.
Well, we'll let you know if we do. Yeah. So we should have been doing just one day, because I said we're doing just Disney. We're not having to go off to Universal.
So we shouldn't need to buy them because we've got enough time.
It's fine. Gareth got excited and booked 4 parks. So the cost of Magic Kingdom for the day we booked is $25 per person for that day. Then I didn't realise he's booked it on a day where there's a special event that evening, so it will only run till 6 and it's charged us still the full price of the day.
Yeah, but then you've got to remember, which we have said in the other video, once we've finished at Magic Kingdom and we come out, we could go to Hollywood Studios or Epcot
or Animal
and then
Kingdom.
we can carry on using the fast passes there, or the multi passes, sorry.
All you need to do is go into that park that you booked it for, use your first fast pass, or lightning lane now, sorry.
Yeah.
Use your first lightning lane, and then you can leave that park and take that with you to the other parks. However, the availability might be a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be less, obviously.
Because in a way, you could think to yourself, let's go to Animal Kingdom, because generally speaking, Animal Kingdom's cheaper.
We paid.
Animal Kingdom we paid, got it written down, £17 each. $17 per person.
Yeah, so it comes to 51 as opposed to the 75 plus tax for the Magic Kingdom. But if you do that, you've still got to go to
Animal Kingdom,
use the first run, and then you could transfer it over to the other part. But
you may not guarantee to get good times.
Because I've got really good times, and I'm glad I've done it, because I've got the park opens just say for instance at 8:30, and then my first lightning lane's at 9, and then my next one's at 10, and then my next one's at 11.
But when we activate the first one, we can then start
moving and booking other stuff.
Apart from Animal Kingdom, they're in tiered. So tier 1 is where you can only pick 1 ride out of that. Tier 2 you can pick
2 rides,
or you can pick 3 in that section.
Yeah, 3 in tier 2, but only 1 in tier 2. But like I said, we've explained all this properly, and
we'll add that video in.
And I did it in depth, didn't we? We were literally step by step.
Or just to mention quickly, the Epcot costs $19 per person. So
but when we're telling you this is without tax. Obviously, I'll just run through really quick. Magic Kingdom was $25 each, and then obviously a total of $75, and then with tax it was $79.89.
Yeah.
And then Epcot was $19 each, a total of $57. Is that 57?
Yeah,
57. And then
60.
With tax it was $60.72. Animal Kingdom, which we've just said, was $17, a total of $51, and then with tax $54.33.
Yeah.
And then
Hollywood
Studios was $22, a total of $66, and then with tax it was $70.29.
But like I said,
the good thing is as well about this is you don't pay for it until you're sort of happy that you've seen everything, all your times are there, and then you press confirm. But like I said, we have gone through this
in a video. And also, if you pick a time for the ride, you can then keep going on trying to modify it to see if a better time comes.
Yeah.
So it don't mean that's set in stone that time.
No.
You can modify it. But that's the lightning lanes what we've booked. So that's helped us get everything ready prior to us actually going there and getting us prepped for it.
And then we're going to go on to packing. Yeah, like we're not going to tell you everything we pack, obviously. Socks. No, but there's some stuff that we pack and we think are essential for a Disney trip.
Oh well,
and Orlando. Other people, because there's some stuff's quite silly and people think, well, I won't be doing that. But obviously it
works for us.
And obviously if I would have known this the first trip, probably would have saved myself some money. And some arguments when people were hungry.
So basically the first thing is fans. Honestly, the heat is... It's
different,
weird.
Isn't it? I'm not saying I know the sun's the sun. And
well, obviously I've travelled. I've been in India and also obviously with my dad. But
and when you get in them parks and obviously there's that many people and
obviously when you do like your traditional holidays where you've got a pool, you're lounging, you dip in and out all the time, cooling off. Saying that in Florida it rains.
It's hot.
It's hot. But so the thing that we didn't take the first time, which cost us a little bit of money, was the fans, because we bought them from Disney. So we just got
spray fans.
It was a fan that was spinning, and you could spray water on yourself, and it was nice. Do you have the mist machines as you're walking around? But the fan was we found really essential to have. So we got just one for Nikhil, and I'm sure that were like $25-$30. From Disney. But then you can go to Walmart.
It was ice water though.
It was. You can go to Walmart and they will sell them cheaper. But we found buying them here in the UK just.
We bought neck fans, so we didn't have to even. We don't
have to hold it.
Yeah.
The next thing we got to help keep us cool as well is cooling towels in Disney.
So expensive at Disney.
You do get little Mickeys on them though. But they are really expensive in Disney. Over here we got a pack of 3 from Amazon and they were like a $5. They're really long. But they're like a $5 for a pack of 3. So we've got the fans, the cooling towels, and then the other thing I wanted to mention is water shoes. So the floor in Florida, do you know when you go to the pools and stuff, it's red hot. The sand's red hot. Nicole don't like the feel of sand. So water shoes are a must. But also we take flip-flops or we could use the water shoes. When you go on water rides, there's nothing worse than coming off and your feet are soaking wet. Because obviously the heat will dry the outer bit of your shoe, but your socks and everything are still soaking wet.
So what we normally just put a pair of flip-flops on when we get on any water ride.
When we get in the queue, we just change our shoes to the flip-flops off. We can use
put them in the rucksack and then we just obviously...
And then when we get off, we just take
Or if we know we're going on a few water rides, we'll just get a locker if we've got one. Swap our shoes, go on the rides, go back, put our trainers on, and then you set the night.
Because it's not so bad with your clothes when you're wet, because it's so hot. Yeah, it just dries, but it's the shoes, isn't it? So our biggest tip ever is take flip-flops.
/ water shoes.
Flip-flops are lighter if you're worried about them fitting in and things, but
and smaller. And then, obviously, the comfy shoes is a major one, like...
Do you know, like, can I just say, especially like when you go on holiday, even boys do it, girls, you go on holiday and you'll get a load of shoes, you get them to match all your outfits, don't you? Like flip-flops, sandals, all sorts, heels. You do change your shoes, don't you, depending on what you're wearing. You do not need to do that. You don't do that
in Florida, you don't.
The amount of times I've taken like shoes and then I've just worn the trainers.
You might want one nice pair of shoes if you're going to if you're going out for something fancy. But when you're in them parks, you want the comfort. You don't want anything else other than comfort.
I use Skechers. I swear by Skechers. I use them for work, being up wards and things like that. No, Skechers. Then you had Skechers last time, and you said they were fine.
They were comfy. It's just not something I wear here, so I wear obviously Nike.
You just felt like it was not a waste of money, but
it felt like I bought them for the holiday, and I won't wear them again.
You didn't wear them again, did you?
And it's a shame really because they're practically brand new in there.
I know. So then you ended up getting.
I've got on clouds for this one. Nikhil's fine. I don't know.
It's still light, isn't it? Yeah. So I think obviously in the future I'll just get him.
Yeah, he probably wants Skechers if he keeps coming eventually because it does take it out on your feet.
So top tip as well, if you've got children and you get them, because obviously as you buy new shoes and things, get them to break them in before you get to Florida. There's nothing worse than struggling when the kids are like, with their feet ache. And even like when you said about taking a pair of heels for a nice meal.
Yeah.
To get to the restaurant, it's a bit of a walk, innit? Honestly, it does. So honestly, comfy shoes, that's all you need. For me, I'm just taking trainers and flip-flops for pool. That's it.
Then I think the next one's dependent on your child. Like with Nikhil, he'll eat a lot of American food, as in like obviously chicken and not burgers, but pizza, stuff like that. But we struggled with Nikhil at breakfast, and I mean struggled, because they don't have sausage like we have everywhere. Do you know what I mean? They do. You can go to some places and you'll get the sausage, but not everywhere does them. So, and that's all he sort of eats in a sense.
It's more breakfast we struggle with him for. Yeah. Lunch and tea is absolutely fine. We can feed him. Snacks, we're all right. Depends if we can get him certain sweets. Yeah. So basically, we've got this Tupperware. I'll put a picture of it in now. It's a Tupperware box with the cereal. It's still sealed.
It's still sealed. We've not even opened it.
No, so it's all in this Tupperware box. We're going to take that. So he's got cereal.
We'll go and buy bananas from Walmart, and we'll take some vitamins from home, because that's what he has for his breakfast: banana, bowl of cereal, 2 vitamins, which will see him till about 11 o'clock, and then we can buy him something.
Well, not with the way he's eating at the minute.
But we can buy him something, and then it's just the breakfast, that's where we struggle with it.
Yeah, and as well, as you know, with any teenagers, they get so moody now that with
and
the
that's
heat,
what I was saying before.
With the heat, the lack of food, obviously when he's being fussy, and then you've got to try and get him somewhere that he'd eat from. Yeah, it's just easier. The thing that we learned is take the cereal, because we even went to Walmart and he doesn't eat any of the cereal that we tried, Lucky Charms and stuff like that. He likes marshmallow. No, don't what eat them. So they were the main things that we take.
The extension lead is not a must, but it's
so much
cuts
easier.
out on all the unnecessary adapters. So you just literally have one adapter, plug your extension lead into that, and then you've got.
You can put all your normal UK.
Depends how many plugs you've got, but obviously we've got a 5 or 6.
Well, we've got like Nikhil's iPad, our phones, Nikhil's phone, and then we've got my watch that needs charging. There's just loads in the camera stuff. So we just needed that extension key. It really does help. I'm trying to. The other one little thing that we do take, just a bit of a tip, when we do shop at Walmart. But washing stuff is expensive.
Yeah, it's really expensive, and you don't know what you're buying. You don't know if it's a good one or a bad one, or do you know what I mean? So
if you're coming back with all your washing, it's fine.
We just buy a little, because we normally stay in apartments, but because we're staying on Disney, we've found out that they've got washing, like a laundry area.
So we'll do a bit of washing.
So we'll do some washing, and it's better to do it there and then come home and having to put it all in washing.
You've got all your piles everywhere.
We just bought a little pack, 18 washes I think are in it, and it cost us £3, I think.
Yeah, it was from B&M's.
Yeah,
it's Surf, little tablets. So we've got it in a box. It's literally small. I'll put a picture in it now. But that, because like I said, we went to Walmart when we stayed for 3 weeks. It was just really expensive. I don't know if we were in the wrong place. But
we just don't know what we were buying. Yeah. Obviously, it said laundry things, but it just seemed so expensive.
It did seem really expensive, so it's just...
it's not like we bought like a massive bumper pack. We just bought a normal size 22 wash, and it was like, I think it was like $13, and it was like, wow.
And then also another tip, if you are in an apartment or a villa, Aldi do dishwasher tablets for like £3 something. Just take them with you. I know you feel like you take, but it saves you buying it when you're over there.
Because that stuff, I don't know why, but
it just seemed expensive when we were there. When we did that 3-week holiday, and it's the stuff that you don't realise that you're going to need to buy. So washing stuff and dishwasher tablets. We even took a couple of hand towels, didn't we? Because we didn't know if they had them.
Yeah, like dishcloths.
Just literally 2 dishcloths, to dry pots, and that's what we took. So just a few little tips, but... So the next thing we wanted to talk about is travel money cards.
Yeah, like what we use as such. Obviously, I know
we're not saying it's the best option. It just works for us.
Don't go off what we're saying. It's the best, and everyone's preference is their own, and we'll tell you why we use what we use.
And it might work for you that way.
So I know people use Monzo. I know people are using Chase Bank. I know this Starling Bank.
Because we've got Chase, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got Chase, and. But we use something called Revolut, and the reason we do it is because you get the best exchange rate what's on the market at the moment. So if I went on now, it would tell me what the exchange rate was, and I'd get that. And that's what we do.
You lock in at that.
So if I buy it now...
Say you put $100 on at that price, you've locked in at that price.
Yeah.
With Monzo or...
I think you don't change it. You just go over, and there's no exchange fee, but you still... Obviously, if the dollar drops to 125 tomorrow, and you go and spend your money, you're getting 125 exchange rate. So where I've got 130. I think I've got...
132.
132, yeah.
The other thing with the Revolut card is we both have one. Yeah. I've got a standard Revolut card, and I can only... exchange
£1,000 from English to dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only do £1,000 or in 1 month.
Yeah.
And you can do it for free Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
If you do it on a Saturday, Sunday, obviously the weekend.
There's a bit of a fee. So
but then you may as well bring your dollar down.
Yeah, so just make sure if you're going to change any money, it's on a Monday to Friday. And if you've not upgraded to a subscription, which I have, which I say I've upgraded, I think I get my first month for free. So obviously, if it's not working out for me, or when I get back off holiday, I'll probably cancel it, to be honest.
So Gareth had a subscription. He gets a slightly different card. It's like a metal one in it. But he can upgrade. He has an unlimited amount that he can transfer.
So
not that we have an unlimited amount of money to transfer, but he can do as many
transactions as I want. So I can literally £2,000, £3,000, anything where you can do 1,000. But I still have the same limits of. I still get a fee at the weekend. Yes.
But the reason that works for us is the main reason why we like this one is because we've seen the dollar
fluctuate,
come down so much in the space of a few days, haven't we? So at the minute
it's steady. I'll be truthful, it's staying at about 130. The highest I've seen it is 132.5, which I'm more or less locked in at. But I have seen it drop suddenly to like 128. I know it's not much, but if you're changing £1,000,
it adds up.
And why give someone else your money?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it. So.
And that's the only reason we do it, and it works for us.
Yeah. Obviously, in the future, if things. Well, obviously,
we always check.
Sorry, going back, our first ever holiday, we used FurFX.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
We did FurFX, and then on the ones after that, we moved over to Revolut, and they work better for us rather than FurFX. So
we always change. Obviously, it's not our bank. No. You know what I mean? It's just our travel bank. So, and that's it. It works for us, and I just thought I'd let you know how we do it because it's a big question. Big question people ask. Oh, what do you say? We do take some cash for tipping and stuff like that, but we sometimes draw that out over there, don't we? Because we've locked in at that rate, we get that rate. We don't pay a withdrawal fee either.
No, that's really it for our prep and for planning. Like I said, we fly on Friday the 13th, so in about 5 days. So obviously give us a follow. You can see how our trip goes. There'll be lots more tips to come whilst we're there. And especially I think that the car rental one's going to be a good one because like Gareth said,
we're going to try and do a comparison to see if we've wasted money or if we've gained money, and
it'll be good for you guys to know if you're rumming and ahhing about getting a car, is it worth it? Well, we'll definitely do the comparison because every time we go out in the car we will check Uber and Lyft
and then we'll do the fuel and everything like that, and tolls, everything that we pay for that car, we'll
do a summary of. But no, honestly, thank you so much for watching. If you found it useful, please give it a like and subscribe so you can catch our upcoming vlog series because our travel day is in a few days.
Literally.
So thank you very
excited.
much. I know.
Thank you.
Bye.